Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Aryan Khan's bail application will be heard at 2:30 today. So we will know whether Aryan Khan will get his bail or not. Now the thing is, if Aryan Khan doesn't get the bail before the 1st of this month, then the court closes for Diwali vacation. Will open on the 14th of November. So he'll have a long wait and possibly Aryan Khan may end up spending his Diwali in jail. Okay. So that's one end of the news. The topic that I wanted to talk to you today is why is a political party so much interested in Bollywood? What is the strategic need for political parties to control Bollywood? That's my question today. Let's get right into the show. Now, Bollywood and politics. The urge to control Bollywood by politicians is not new. A lot of people, especially of my age and elder to me, will remember the 1975 incident. Sanjay Gandhi, during emergency, the first thing he wanted to control and the most amount of power that he exerted was to control the Bollywood. As much as power that they exerted to control the media, especially the print media those days, they did that to control Bollywood. Now, why does politicians want to control Bollywood? And why is politicians even today trying to control Bollywood? Let us look at the strategic reason for it. Now, in 1975, let me tell you some few stories of 1975. 1975, if you remember, Sanjay Gandhi had hosted a Bollywood event, which Kishore Kumar refused to sing. Because Kishore Kumar refused to sing, he banned Kishore Kumar from All India Radio, saying that iska gana nahi bajna chahiye. End of story. So he was that, and Devanand, Vijay Anand, his brother, Devanand's brother, and a lot of such people, they were harassed. They were harassed because they didn't support him, or they were not seen supporting him. So they were harassed. People like Satyajit Ray, people like Raj Kapoor were told how to make films. They didn't allow the actors to use, or the filmmakers to use a bottle of alcohol in the screen. You couldn't put a bottle of alcohol in the screen. You couldn't show blood, not a drop of it. So, in a film, technically speaking, you couldn't show anything which is real. So, somewhere down the line, he first tried to control and then he tried to kind of literally force things on Bollywood. You know, very interesting, there's an incident. See, the then information minister was a gentleman called V.C. Shukla. V.C. Shukla once came to Mumbai and called all the directors. So, Shakti Samanta was there, Raj Kapoor was there, Satyajit Ray was there, and so on and so forth. All top directors were called and told them that, Baba, listen, you know what? You have a national responsibility. So this is how you should toe our line. This is exactly how you should make your films and all that he said. And he said, bhai, dekho, tumko kuch problem malum hai kya? Do you have any problem that you want me to sort? So the directors stood up and the producers and filmmakers stood up and said, sir, you know what? There is a huge shortage of color films in India. You should do something about the shortage of color films in India. He said, Arey, kya yaar? I said, what are you guys? You guys should think of changing the black and white camera to a color camera. Why are you bothered about color films? So this was the knowledge that V.C. Shukla had about films, who was then the Information and Broadcasting Minister. Okay. Now let's cut to today. Why? Again the question, why does a political party wants to control Bollywood? Now let me tell you, more than advertising, more than media, the media, Bollywood is also, film is also a media. The media that can control social behavior, that can change social behavior, that can get a shift in social behavior effectively and fastest is Bollywood. Bollywood actually acts two ways. Bollywood mirrors the society because Bollywood shows you the mirror of the society, and also Bollywood acts as somebody who can influence the society. A good film is a film that is reality, that shows reality. That's a good film. I mean, imagine in 1970s, the angry young man. The angry young man manifested the youth of those days. Now, what happens if you control such powerful media? If you control such powerful media, you control the minds of people. Why do you have films that talks about great leaders, our freedom fighters, our founding fathers, so that the children gets inspired by those people. The children get inspired by their lives, by their characters. Now, mind you, Bollywood can make somebody a hero. If Bollywood decides and if Bollywood comes together, or you put a gun on their head and force them, what they can do is they can create a god out of a leader. They can create a god out of a leader. Most of the people in India are not very decided about their political views. Most of the people are fence-sitters. It's a small group that is very sure about what their ideologies or what their preferences are. The larger group in India are fence-sitters. Their views change, their opinions change, their aspirations change. So, therefore, their preference as far as political party and political leader changes. And that's precisely why you have different parties coming in different times. So, that's, if everybody was just in the single view, then only one party would come every time, wouldn't they? So, the fact that the parties changes, political party changes, government changes, that is because the preference change. So, preference change, and Bollywood is the single largest influencer of social behavioral change. As an advertising professional, we do bring about a social behavioral change to a large extent, but not as effectively as Bollywood. Because if a government puts a gun on Bollywood's head and forces Bollywood or threatens Bollywood or harasses the people of Bollywood unless and until they toe their line, what they can do is every second film will be praising a particular person or a particular ideology. Every second film will be praising it. Not only that, the opposition can be shown as a clear villain. As a clear villain. Even now we hear stories about how people hated Pran, or people didn't want to go near Pran, or people didn't want to talk to Pran, or people didn't like Amrish Puri, because those were villains. They were not real life villains, but they were villains, but people took it that way. People hated them. So the fact is, clearly Bollywood can create a hero and a villain. And a political party, and that too a political party that is desperate to stay in power, will want to control Bollywood like the 1975 government, like the emergency situation where the Sanjay Gandhi, who was a ruthless leader and who wanted to control the country. Look at the way he controlled the Bollywood, and that is how it is going to be. Any leader, any political party that wants to control the country, that wants to, have more than votes, adoration of the country, that wants to control the social behavioral change of the country, wants to socially engineer the country, Bollywood is their best bet more than any other media. Now let us look at it from a Bollywood perspective. Bollywood was never seen as a place with a spine. Bollywood had never seen. But then I don't blame them completely. See, Bollywood, the stakes are very high. So a big Bollywood producer, a big Bollywood actor, or a big Bollywood director would always want, because his stakes are so high, he would always want to be the right side of power. His own views, or what is right and what is wrong, only a few people, only very few people actually stick to what is right, or at least what they feel is right. Most of the Bollywood will go with where the power is. So the easiest way to capture Bollywood is to ensure that you flex your muscles in front of Bollywood and say, boss, kar, varna I will see you. And it has always worked in Bollywood. Look at how those underworld guys captured Bollywood. What were they doing? Threatening. So Bollywood is a very meek and a very a group of people who are very fearful. They don't want any problems with their lives. And like I said, their stakes are high, so one can't blame them totally. Their stakes are very high. So Bollywood, while they in the screen they show their heroes and they show what is right and what is wrong, in real life they couldn't care what is right, what is wrong. What they do is they go by where the power is. That is one. You know what is new that one sees in Bollywood? What one sees in Bollywood is that a lot of current Bollywood, and this may put me into trouble because I'm saying so, but all the same, I'm used to getting in trouble nowadays. What you see recently in Bollywood is that earlier on it was the government, it was the political parties who would tell Bollywood and they would do it to just please the political parties, get them out of their way and do their and move on with their life. They would do it for the politician, but now it is becoming different. Now it is becoming a mutual thing. So, as much as a political party, political leaders using Bollywood stars to get what they want, the Bollywood stars have now started using the political parties to get what they want. So, with the backing of a political party or an ideology, the Bollywood stars are trying to maintain or gain their power in the industry. Using politics and politicians to get accolades, using politics and politicians to get better opportunities in the film industry, using politics and politicians to reign over the industry. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous for Bollywood. Now, what happens with all of this? Let us look at again from a political perspective. Elections, politics and administration should be about doing good for the people. Working for the people, bringing about development to the country, ensuring that there is food on the table of every Indian, ensuring that our hunger index goes up, and ensuring our rank goes up in the hunger index, ensuring that our people are fed, like I said, ensuring that there are jobs for the youth, ensuring that our infrastructure is good, ensuring that we develop as a country, ensuring that our economy is brought back to track. That is what politics, administration and government is all about. The moment you use other means like Bollywood, social engineering, changing, influencing the voters, giving wrong pretext of what they should stand for, what they should vote for, using such methodologies, Bollywood, the news channels are already there now, Bollywood. What happens is you get a bunch of misguided voters of this country. You create a bunch of misguided voters. What should you be voting for and what are you voting for becomes two different things. And that's why it's bad for politics. And that's why it's bad for the country. Now, from a Bollywood perspective, if Bollywood and Bollywood stars become politicians, or as in when I'm not saying politics as in joining politics, but if there is politics inside Bollywood, and that politics is about power and is about suppressing others and is about ruling Bollywood with the help of external forces, that is one of the most dangerous things for Hindi film creatives, Hindi film creative industry. The creativity will suffer, and you will soon see that it is happening in Bollywood. An industry which is doing exceedingly well, an industry which is now a world, one of the world's biggest industry, an industry which now not only Indians but the whole world is looking at. This industry will be in danger, and that's the other side of the story. So this is what I wanted to talk about tonight, and this is why I thought this subject was important for us, is because end of the day, Bollywood being one, but most importantly, we are getting one layer after another layer to suppress what are the real issues. They are layering over the real issues. Real issues are going down and down and down in our priority list, and these other issues are surfacing one after another after another. That's the danger that I see. That is the danger for a common man like you and me. And that is why I thought I should do an editorial on this. Before I end my show, as always, subscribe to our channel, subscribe so that you can help us grow and survive. Like I told you a day back, we are short of 11 lakhs. We have put some growth plans into motion. We are short of 11 lakhs. We require your subscription to ensure that we meet the target. Please subscribe to us. Log on to www.hwnews.in, and till I see you next time, Namaskar.